line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here live on PT Racing TV as we're presenting to you today the showcase of Ford Entertainment Group Custom PC.com Monday Night Racing League Series in the Trucks Division here at Atlanta Speedway. It is time to bring you the power. It's time to bring you the speeds down in old hot Atlanta. Hello, everyone. I am the Crusader Christian. Try to join you guys here today. Coming off a little stint with Kyle Busch, probably smoking up a few because honestly I probably need to do after the race I just had. But nevertheless, race fans, we are here set to go at Atlanta Speedway. A huge crowd on hand here, over 50,000 in attendance, ready to get down to business and get down to the action here on the showcase. It is a wild one today, and we're about to find out just how crazy it'll get. Here is your starting lineup presented by, of course, our friends at FEG PC. On the pole, in the 66 is Corey Stahl, the outside. In the 46, Dalton McKinney. Row number 2, Jeff Ratke. In the number 8, in the outside. The number 6 is Ryan Jamel. Row number 3 is going to be the 41. Yep, James Kaufman. The outside of him in that number... excuse me, the 1 will be Stephen Page, and the 41 will be James Kaufman. Then for row number 4, here will be Nicholas Warner, the 307 on the outside. In the 78, it is Eric Parks. Row number 5 is going to be David Barnes, the 27 on the outside. Of the 99, it is Wally Babb. Row number 6 is Brandon Bledsoe, and then the 47 on the outside. In the 38, that will be piloted by Chad Ross. Row number 7 will pilot the 81 of John Hagan with the outside. That will be Jeremy Osborne in the 11, rounding out your field. Your field of drivers now set to go and ready to bring it down to the action and bring it down to the speed. The stars and the stars and the cars. No schmucks in these trucks. It's time to bring it all down to the house and down the track. Championship level drivers in this stage and in this race. This will be an absolute no madness kind of fight out. The holds bar kind of race ordeal. Off the distance down to corner number 3 and 4. We set the field into the green flag. We wave. Let's go race it in Atlanta. Corey Stahl, the early leader. Harold Dahl McKinney on the outside, trying to get the McDingers 46 a little bit of riled up and some speed there as he also keeps up that pedal-to-metal scheme you saw him drive on Sunday night here on the showcase. And he's already trying to mix and match it up and gas the gas pedal out, looking for some openings and looking for some speed. You can see a lot of that here with these drivers, the way they get through each corner, each turn. Momentum, extremely crucial. Power up for grabs. And a lot of heavy hitters just trying to make a day for themselves. One of them, newly crowned, and now the reigning Sunday night Pedal-to-Metal Racing League champion in the number 8, Jeff Radke, after claiming the victory just last night at Michigan International Speedway, comes to the house here at Lamar Speedway, looking to build off of what he done there. Not a bad start here for him as he's currently in the top 5, starting in the 4th spot, racing it out with some heavy hitters up front. Got to club him down around off the front straightaway here. The number 6 of Ryan Jamel here going immediately trying to get some momentum going. I think I'm saying his last name wrong again, so if I am saying it wrong in the broadcast here, let me know in the comment section. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's Jamel, right? Or Gemimel? I think it's Jamel, though. Let's probably say Ryan when all said and done, probably the way this is looking right now, though. Let's keep it onto the track here. Some momentum coming from the 307 of Nicholas Warner as he continues to work his way to the field. Round and about as well here. All drivers here currently in their place now. See, coming off what we did back at Phoenix, these drivers almost kind of literally just working a little bit more of an easier style, a little bit of a harder run because it's Atlanta. It's a tire burn track, and this place will immediately take good offense and good work to take any driver's truck and push it to its absolute limits. As you see a side-by-side duel between Corey Stahl and Ryan Gamel there. Gamel working his way on the outside, trying to hold it on, getting a little bit of a kickoff there in the turn. Stahl trying to hold him back, no give there. Gamel, your new leader, 3 spots up, charging from the back, and now moving his way to the front. Battle up to the top spot. Threat level Midnight Motorsports teams right now currently getting pressure thrown at him as the number 41 James Coffin throws his hat in the ring. And Kaufman, last time we saw him out here, really didn't quite live up to his standards, live up to his kind of racing ordeal he was doing, but it looks like the 41, clear as can be, seizing his opportunity, trying to seize his momentum through the turns and trying to keep the power on. Riley Babb and John Hagan also right in that mix and into the march. There's a Nationwide machine, number 81 National Guard starts to make his way up to the front. 135 laps again. You're going to have a lot of drivers being very, very patient to start. And a lot of them trying to just make sure they don't over throttle and over rev themselves into oblivion. Those right side tires, those right fronts especially, are going to take such a hard little tracks and a little bit of a tough positioning here, knowing everything they got to work with. As I say, we are Eric Parks here trying to get a little bit of a gap cleaned up around him between Brandon Bledsoe, Chad Ross, and David Barnes. Those drivers right now looking pretty clean, pretty vicious on their momentum. Corey Stahl falling further back into the field here. The 66 Apex Racing machine, Silverado, seems to be having a little bit of a problem in terms of that tire, where I think he might have been driven a little too hard there. And Ryan Gamel exposed again that 6V Speed Chevrolet. One thing you can't do early on is expose yourself and let drivers get too cleary about it. Because really that's where the pressure lies. That's where the momentum starts to become king. Team 3's number 1 is Stephen Page on the outside. Nicholas Warner down to the inside. Big jump there from the 307. 4 spots up now. We've got another hard charger up in the field. But you know, anytime you bracket it up, John Hagan is the hard charge of the day. 7 spots clearly through the field. Nationwide Children 81 looking to try to put a good purpose on this truck today and lose some speed and build some momentum. Page now. We're going to try to clear up that Semper Fi 307 of Nicholas Warner. As the rest of the field have themselves a little bit of a tussle back there. Look out into the mix, into the puzzle book we go. The 47 of Bledsoe and Eric Parks having a little get together here on that front straightaway. They're right now trying to clear that 8 of Jeff Radke. Radke trying to use the methodology used for Michigan International Speedway here at Atlanta, but again, 2 completely different style tracks, 2 completely different styles of racing. Momentum-based Atlanta, or entire wearing out, versus the controlled, unequivalent nature of the draft power that you have to use down in old Michigan International Speedway. It's going to really kind of hinder his control and kind of his run on this track. If you guys are new to the channel as well and it's the first time ever watching one of our broadcasts here, we do hope you enjoy the show and enjoy the call today. If you want to and you like to, be sure to subscribe here on Pizza Race TV for more action, more coverage. We certainly would appreciate it, and we'd love to see more of you fans coming on board as the seasons continue to roll on here for the FEG PC Custom, or FEGCustomPC.com Monday Night Racing League. You can see the gap starting to just kind of clear out more and more. You can see drivers beginning to now find their lines, find their runs. Again, there will be a lot of comers and goers. This is a race that dictates that. It really holds the margin, holds the charge here. Kenny, you can see, trying to stay with Gamel there. John Mullen coming on board says must be tight on fuel. Parks and Ross laying back. He's talking about the drivers back there in the back of the field. Yeah, right now, I mean, for Parks and Ross, I mean, their biggest thing I would say probably right now is not to really get too crazy with this and get too wrapped up with this kind of racing. A lot of drivers, again, probably trying to save that tires, probably save that fuel, but some of them earlier on were literally driving this thing in the ground. Corey Stahl was certainly one of them. And right now, he is really laying low, so that means to me he's either burned his fuel up and his tires a little bit, or he's struggling right now. Get a good on board here. Bledsoe, as you can see him work this ton truck around, working the wheel, working the speeds, trying to get everything to work in its favor, in its nature. Side by side, Chad Ross and Jeff Ranke going head to head at the 41 of James Kaufman. Going to be our first driver to head in at pit road. 17 laps in, very early, honestly, for the pit stops. I was thinking that's a bit of an early stop there for Kaufman. We'll see how everyone else goes, though. Could be a positioning and a time spot there that may be doing here. 47 Bass Pro Shops. Brandon Bledsoe now dealing with the pressure on Corey Stahl. We're trying to put the pressure on him. Stahl doesn't break that easily, though. He knows a thing or two about having to deal with the pressure. But he does have a slight bit of damage on the right side of that truck. We'll get a good look at that right side there. There you see it. There's the damage that the 6.6 is suffering through right now. And I guarantee you, he's clipped in the right rear wheel just a little bit. With that kind of damage, that kind of speed on a track heavily dependent on good quality power and momentum, that is a difference maker. This isn't New Atlanta, by the way. This is old school, beating, driving harder off, running the tires into the ground and let this thing eat or sink, depending on how you want to drink. Kind of racing. This is the toughest of tracks. Atlanta is no easy chance. This is a challenge in itself. Side by side right now, Warner, McKinney still at each other's door handles, door to door, hard racing in between. So the more they battle out, the more Nick Stephen Page also kind of starts to clear that gap out too. Gamel right now trying to just keep his distance, keep his ground away from everybody, but you can see the B-Speed 6 is not exactly getting any luck, easier getting any luckier here. Pressure's on now, right on the inside. Here comes the 307. Trying to put the PGR Silverado ahead, but no go. Dalton's not going to give you that run either, by the way. I've raced him enough to know he will not give you any luck or any help. He'll give you everything and then some that you want, but he will put a full-on pedal to the metal on you. And he's doing that and then some, just trying to maneuver around, trying to hang on. Kind of interesting to see. You can see all our manufacturers here. Only 1/4 of the bunch, that being David Barnes. A little bit further back than maybe we were expecting him to be at the gate, but you can see there's still plenty of room and plenty of opportunities to be making some amends here. Gamel, though, company coming up on his door handle and on his doorstep. And when somebody knocks at the door, you know that can't be good if you're the race leader. As long as they don't slam the door in your face, that's really the biggest thing. And McKinney knows it. Gamel trying to block, trying to let off that speed, trying to keep McKinney behind, not letting, trying to keep the dirty airflow around it. But again, one wrong step into the turn, and all that power, all that run will be lost. McKinney trying to clip him on the outside. But a good drive off there from Gamel, able to hold him back just a little bit. He's trying to use the outside lines, a little bit of navigation, a little bit more speed to run down. Connie Osborne says, good luck racing too. Thank you, tonight in this case here, Connie. Thank you so much for tuning on board. Double in, here we go. Battle for the lead, battle for third. Double file in. This is some hard racing coming onto the corners. McKenny, oh my, gets it right up there on the fenders and right on the door handle. Oh, he did not want to leave anything untouched. No stone unscathed. McKenny and Gamel right there, both back and forth affairs. And the 307 to Nicholas Warner looks like he wants to edge his place into the record, into that stat book. Parks it down on the outside. Gamel going to try to run the extreme outside. Very interesting move here. He stayed on that bottom lane for so long, honestly. I would have thought that's where he would have stayed at, but it looks like no. He has to change his line, has to change his ways. Like a bad addict, he knows that he can't keep doing it forever. He's going to have to swap and really get with the times and maneuver through. Just over 100 laps remaining in this one here, and every driver for themselves so far. And speaking for everyone for themselves, here comes the man that can be the hard charger of this season. He is gone from 14th to 4th and 5th, and now looking for 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. John Hagan absolutely creaming in the field on the inside. The outside, running for all the lines, but again, kind of trapped in that kind of packed stack there. Eric Parks also having a little bit of a come down around the track here, looking to maybe make some moves off. Look at this thing inside though. Nicholas Warner, big drive off on Gamel, but Gamel yet again used the outside to his advantage, blocks that run down over the bottom and makes sure they can't get to it. McKenny now looking to try to cross over the 307. Down to the inside goes the 46 McDingers. Gamel dancing with the devil up there on that top side too. That's a very tough spot to do it at. And Gamel first to blink. He'll go into pit road now, so his pit stop now going to be intriguing to see. Gamel and Barnes, the next two in pit road. Warner, your new leader, but Hagan, he's not living up. That Ancient White Children's number 81, looking for the pass, looking for the run, trying to find some openings and trying to find a corner. Tight through 3. Look at this. Can he get it underneath? Oh, he can't get underneath. He's going to be in pit road with a slide job down in. Oh, my. I don't know if that's going to count as a speeding penalty, but he sure was locking them brakes up, just trying to get that thing not to get a penalty. He just overdrove it coming out the corner. Couldn't quite get it to steer out. He knew he was in trouble there. Chad Ross throwing McKenny around a little bit. That Dirty Mo Media number 38 machine right now trying to build some momentum up off that 46 of McKenny. As Warner will go to pit road, McKenny goes to pit road. We got a new leader, Chad Ross, now 11 spots up in this one. Warner and McKenny now both in pit road right now. Corey Stahl also heading in. Hagan still in pit road, now finally getting out of there. And that was a long, long list of problems there for him that he just suffered through. Warner putting some tires on. Kenny tires. Let's see how Stahl does here. It's going to be interesting to see this one. Warner is going to come out first. He's going to beat on McKenny. Oh, maybe not. Oh! Well, that was a close one coming out of pit road, and it's going to be McKenny getting the drive off. Warner just going to fall back behind. Chad Ross and Wally Babb and Jeff Radke heading into pit road right now, so their pit stop's going to be now made on the clock. Babb goes in first. Radke, the defending Sunday season champion now. I asked him earlier today about that. He said, man, I didn't even know it was even that close to winning a championship. I'm so glad we're able to finally get it done, though, and get one off our bucket list. I told him flat out, indeed, and hoping one day I can join you on that front. Slinging them down right now. Ryan Gamel here, your race leader. Staying ahead of Stephen Page, about 3.5 seconds back ahead of the field. Strategies immediately starting to come to mind. Drivers starting to get a little bit more complacent. When and where their moves are going to be made and where their shots are going to need to be done. .100 laps remaining to the distance. Now with that in mind, that tells the drivers one thing, which is either A, start figuring out something or figure it out quickly. There hasn't even been a single caution yet. And B, don't let this get caught up in the nightmares. Do not get yourself mixed up. The focus is always determining drive and the factor of when and where is the right move and when and where is the time and the tempo to hit up. Field starting to rock it around a little bit more. Nicholas Warner trying to get back up there to Stephen Page here. Page currently keeping his gap up just a little bit. But you can see that's not exactly working in his favor anymore. 0.4 of a second gain from quite a few laps. And you can see that is starting to change even more so. Team 3 trying to hold on, trying to stay what's in this field. FEG, easy in the comments. He said, I know what you're trying to say there. Easy there. Coming right around, 2 tenths will turn into whatever tenths it takes to get ahead again, because now Warner jumps ahead of Page, and now we have a new 3rd place position. Warner starting to charge it up and starting to fill it in. Radke in the number 8 threat level Midnight Motorsports machine trying to beat the Dragon and rise his way up to the front. Clamoring and clamoring for this. Hagan right now after that major mishap he had in pit road just a little bit ago. Trying to hold on, trying to keep them speed up to par. And John thinking what we're all thinking, but really what you should have done, John, is put a big old PC on that page there, because you know what is tight is how tight looking those FEGCustomPC.com computers and desktops are made. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get yourself one. If you guys haven't already, visit them up at FEGCustomPC.com to get yourself the best custom PC design and all that. Hashtag not an ad, but hashtag it is sponsored. And John says Team 3 as well while we're at it. Well, I'm not going to even agree with that one, John. He says Kagan could have won this race, but he choked. I don't think for 1 second he choked. I think it was just a bad pit stop. Again, this is so early in the race, we can't tell who winning where is going to win, or who winning where is going to take control. Because again, with how tight these fuel strategies are, how tight the tire strategies are, and the power these trucks have, it really hinders on one thing, in my opinion, which is when and where and how long can you scribe and can you bring the power to the track. Speeds ramp up and the momentum truly becomes a very big obstacle for every driver that comes out here and tries to fight it out with these fields here. And he's only 10 seconds back. Yeah, he's only 10 seconds back, so I mean, he's not out of this one yet. Camille had gone into pit road about a lap earlier than him, so that lap back will already be significant. But Hagan is dealing with a little bit of company. He's got a dragon that's right now trying to build from the flames and the fire and beat through the fire and the flames ahead of this field. Ratke again arriving a brand new scheme out here with a little bit of a dragon scheme onto that thing. For a guy that loves dragons, which is me, I absolutely love that thing. So field right now currently getting a little bit gravitated up and trying to hold down off the power and off the speeds. Again, drivers still trying to hang in there and see what they can do with the track and to the limits. John Hagan managed to get around Rack yet again here, and Stephen Page and all them currently dealing with the pressure that Nicholas Warner threw at him and got right around back off the corner, the 41. James Kaufman, who went into pit road early. Trying to hold on. Let me see if we can get something going to get something figured out. John says, I guess it's possible that someone can come back from that far back. Well, I mean, it's possible. It can happen. I mean, you just have to kind of remind yourself you as a driver, you can't give out in the race. You can't give up until they literally put that checker flag down. Unless you know for sure your lap's down and you're literally on the white flag, then your race is completely over with. Until then, you can't give out. You can't give in. You gotta try to fight and try to hopefully pull off the best that you can do for yourself as a team and as a driver. It's not easy. Believe me, it's not easy. But if you can do it, then anybody can do it. And that's like John Hagan now starting to get a little bit of momentum kicking up to Stephen Page. Again, he was about 3 tenths of a second back of him. Now it's closing out to another 2 tenths, now to 1 tenth here on this just lap alone. Page going to drive up on the outside, trying to save his tire and save his truck up. He doesn't want anything to do with Hagan, so he'll let him on through. In my opinion, that's a smart move. Just kind of let things be bygones, and just let the track kind of come to them and let them race out themselves later. There's no point right now, considering how late it is in the race, to be trying to throw any shady moves or any big shots or any big blocks or anything. My opinion right now, it's just be patient, be careful, let the track come to you, let the race come to you, and see what happens from there. And speaking of coming to them, Ryan Gamel here, his strategy is stay out later and then go in early, or go in earlier to then get back out there quicker. Maybe a not so good strategy now with Dalton McKinney back on his tail. And Dalton, after last night at Michigan Speedway, I guarantee you, he is a hungry, hungry man. Looking for that win. You don't just go out for a burger and fries last night and then end up find yourself with nothing but just rice and salt. He's looking for the steak and Kobe beef today at Atlanta. Gamel and Hawk McKinney right now, light on the binders and on the charts. This is your battle for the lead. I said earlier there'll be comers and goers for that race lead, and you're seeing it again. It takes a few laps, but once they start to get further in, that's when the momentum begins to sway. And already it is starting to really look like there is some momentum starting to kick up. McKinney looking for an opening. Gamel way, way wide. Got it right on the binder. Oh, whoa, 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 Gamel, man, way, way wide up there. How he was even able to hold that thing on line is beyond me. McKinney tried to get something going with him. Coming back around, it's a drag race, it's a trap shoot, it's a fight out. No driver is safe here. And McKinney trying to hold it down, trying to get some momentum. Looking for any opening, looking for a dash, looking for a grab, something he can get off of that six. But Gamel yet again just continues to block him off. The rest of the field right now trying to just get themselves situated a little bit more. Eric Parks right now. Jeff Radke, Wally Babb. Separated out by a good margin. Bledsoe, Barnes, Osborne. Well, they're all right now struggling to get anything going their way. Jeremy Osborne does have a slight bit of damage on the right front of the nose here. Can be definitely affecting the way that truck is handling here. Well, Kamel yet again, just going to block the heck out of McKinney. McKinney, it looks like he's going to try that strategy here. He's going right up there with him. He had a huge burst of speed up there and almost cleared the gap, cleared the momentum. The run there certainly is in it. And speaking of in the run, look out for that 307 because the more these two keep going at it, the more this guy keeps rolling around. And Gamel goes back into pit road on lap number 60, so that will set him off. Warner is now going to move in a second. Your new leader, the McDingers 46, Dalton McKinney. Wally Babb right now currently moving into third. Eric Parks here and Don Hagen as well moving back down to the field. And Osborne and Bledsoe hitting into pit road. That could set everybody up a little bit. Getting some runs here. Dalton McKinney and Warner now into pit road. Wally Babb going to go into the race lead. Thanks to that, we'll take a look at McKinney and Warner's pit stops here. Radke trying to get up there to Babb, and if there's one guy right now I think that does not want to be behind anyone, I think it's Wally Babb with Radke. Remember last Sunday, Wally Babb was going for the championship as well, and he ended up unfortunately not getting ahead far enough and fell too far back. And too little too late, leaving Radke the chance of a lifetime to take that championship home. I think in Babb's case right now, his goal is to get another win here at Atlanta. He's got one already here on the show back in New Atlanta, but he hasn't taken down old Atlanta yet. Well, to be honest, I haven't either for any of those tracks, so. Wheeling him right around here. Stephen Page, the number one. Going to try and get some momentum going. Chad Ross right behind him. Nicholas Warner back out on the track here. Every driver for themselves. Radke going into pit road. Now trying to hurry out. Warner way wide. Almost on the quad oval front straightaway there. Manages to keep that truck in one piece. But you can't think for 1 second he wasn't holding his breath just a slight bit there. That would have ended in absolute disaster had he got any closer to that spot. We're going to have a new leader here. Ryan Gamel here is now your new leader. And this is the halfway point. We are halfway done with this race. Corey Stahl, the number 66, trying to keep the pressure on, though. Looking to keep Gamel behind just a little bit. Let Dalton McKinney probably get a little bit of help here if he can. The Start Level Midnight Motorsports guys, they'll race hard and wherever they go, but they will not hesitate to run each other down and run everyone else down if they have to. momentum starting to run up a little bit as the number 8 Racky. Oh, getting right in between with Nicholas Warner. Great save by Warner. Oh, but Racky, look out down there. Hold on, hold on. Ho ho! Racky nearly clipping Warner, then he nearly took himself out. How on earth was he able to even stay under control of that one's beyond me. That could have ended a complete disaster. Both drivers are okay, but I think Warner right now probably doesn't want Racky behind him anymore. He probably got a little annoyed about that one. That is absolutely frustrating when you have to deal with someone literally get into the inside of your corner and then take your car or truck out. Believe me, I was literally just a part of that. You'll know what I'm talking about in due time here, of course, on the show. But nevertheless here, the field just trying to hold on, trying to hang in just a little bit. Nobody wants to give up, and nobody wants to make the mistake. Eric Parks right now currently just trying to linger his way around through the corners and through the distance. Hope for a bit more speed, a little bit more power to catch up there to that Chad Ross 38. So Ryan Gamel, yet again, your race leader. And so far, his strategy has been just plain obvious. Just stay out and only have to go into pit road when you absolutely have to. Let the drivers race their race and you race your own. In my opinion, that's a brilliant strategy. If you think about it for 1 second, Gamel's only having to just do the bare minimum at the same time. Only having to race out as hard as he needs to in certain edges and certain levels of the corner. Yeah, we're keeping a close eye on him right now to just give you guys an insight on what him and McKinney are up to. Because you see McKinney, he's currently only about 6/10 on the closing gap line here. He's about 3 seconds back in total. He's not going to give out. He's not trying to give up here. But again, that is a distance and a half you got to try to cover just to get back to a driver. Another 6/10 of a second gain there. That's what I was talking about earlier. When you're about 10 seconds back, you have power and you have run. You can easily take control of this race again. But only if you're allowed and you're able to do it. The 47 right now. I'm going to try to hang in there. Brandon Bledsoe. Hoping for a break, hoping for an opening. Gamel right now, it was really about 3 seconds back 2 laps ago. Yeah, that's a now 2 and 8/10 literally right here. corner, just trying to hang in there a little bit. Again, McKinney and Gamel already kind of doing their own thing, just trying to tussle the other down. I think really that's kind of been the Ben's strategy here and the point of action he wants to take here. See our lap times on the track here today so far, and these drivers are laying down blistering times here. 31.72 for Gamel's best, 31.60 is the best so far. And from Dalton McKinney, which by the way was tied by Deferacti, so they may have power, they may have speed, but it shows you the fastest lap right now is not the car, it's not the truck, excuse me, that is your race leader. What is a race leader is those within control of themselves and within their own limits. Of course, all the Apex Sim Racing 66 right now, drafting right up on the number 46, McKinney. Looking, trying to hang on, trying to hold on, trying to build up momentum and clear the gaps up. Running right back down, around, in between, on down the position here, McKinney. Looking for a break, looking for an opening, looking for anything really he could possibly do. Stall right now, though, in my opinion, really he just needs to stay focused on looking at the lap counter, looking at his position, and trying to hold on. Gamel right now up on the binders, trying to build more power up, but you can see he is starting to lose that draft, lose that speed. It's time to take a look now at our pit strategy linked here in the pit stop link. 9 laps right now for Gamel to go before he's going to have to head into pit road for sure, but you can see he is drawing a fine, fine line from his pit stops to where McKinney is as well. I don't mind the strategy, and I like the idea of it. But that makes for quite an interesting subject in a situation here. 41 James Kaufman down low, the number 66 stall. Trying to pass up 2 for the price of 1. Make it 3 for the price of 1. He'll get his spot back, but he is still quite a bit of laps back. My opinion, went into pit road way too early and gave up all that room and all that momentum down through turn number 3 and 4. Here we go. Battle for the lead yet again. Gamel is outsmarted McKinney all last. Can he do it again? McKinney's hoping for some help, looking for some workarounds with the draft partners behind him. He's looking for stall not only to try to get his lap back, but also try to push him up to that front there. But Gamel right now, perfect strategy, perfect maneuvering, forcing him on down to the bottom, and there's no run off those exits. Strong runs in the entries, not on the exits. And now this entry of turn 3 and 4, extremely notable for the outside line. Gamel trying to put the power back down yet again. As it crosses him up there, look at Stall now, driving it right up on the outside. He's trying to make a pass there on McKinney and the rest of the field. Egan trying to hold on to as well, but again, at this point, his race is maybe all but done and over with 2 laps down and far beyond his limits. He needs a lot of help here. Absolute packed race and stacked up kind of competition. difference of iRating, 1,000 iRating difference between Gemmel and McKinney. McKinney with about 1,000 less, Gemmel with 1,000 more. But right now, you'd think they were dead even with each other, considering their strategies, considering their style of racing, their pinpoint, their accuracy, their momentum. Everything is there, and it's right for the taking. Here comes down the outside, now the inside. Look at this pit. Well, the little pit stop strategies maybe thrown out of the ballpark, but they are not throwing this race away. They want to try to get their last back. Hagan, Stahl, trying to do it. Same for Chad Ross there, or excuse me, Jeff Radke weighing back low. Chad Ross a little further back behind in the back here, trying to just hold on. One wrong move from Gemmel or McKinney, and these two are going to be sentenced to the Shadow Realm, and that's no place you want to go. They don't even they don't want anything to do down there. Gemmel right now, right now, booked up around, down to the bottom, down to the top. Yet again, you saw that big move from the 81 Hagen. He had to jump ahead. And now he's going to be the draft line here for the 46 and the number 6. You can hear the tire wear and everything just being such a crucial spot for these trucks that everyone right now trying to hold on. Again, those right fronts are tearing and wearing out so much that it's truly forcing them and their limits up. Flipping right around here. Gemmel trying to get some help, but he's not getting much of it. Radke now forcing him out a little bit. These drivers just know there is so much pressure being put to good use. Gemmel going to pit road at last. McKinney gets the lead again. Nicholas Warner with all the battling he saw going on out there. Now he also gets himself right into this packet, into that mix. He's nearly got 40 laps remaining, and he's been using every little ounce of control he can right now just to try and stay with these fields. I think these drivers are getting so hotted up, though. I think it's time we start letting our voices stop doing the talking and let these drivers do the talking. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. Let's kick it down and hit it up a notch. It is time to crank it up. cranking it up a little bit around these parts of town here as the field continues to divert and stretch their way on around this place here. Nicholas Warner goes into pit road now. Wyatt Babb looking to try to get the race lead away from him. Coming right up on the number 307. Uh-oh, trouble down there. Brandon Bledsoe. Oh, no, don't start there. Don't go there. Look out. That's caution. No, my. Came right up and nearly into traffic there. And I know the 47 is trying to get the truck squared back up, but that was a very dangerous spot to be doing it at, in my opinion. Unfortunately, Bledsoe is going to throw out the caution, the very first out of this entire race. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your PT Race TS replay presented by FEG PC. Got loose off turner 1 and 2. There goes the truck, and watch out, inside barrier. Oh, man. Flipped up that bad boy completely. Trying to refire it. Try to intertwine back on the track, though. You see, look like Eric Parks trying to get away from him there. That might have actually been, it was David Barnes, excuse me, there. Actually, that got away. But a massive little hit there. Just took a wild little hit there. Try to refire. You got it refired, but unfortunately the damage is already done. And remember, these drivers have no instant repairs either, so this is now going to completely derail all that speed and all that power Bledsoe was doing, and also what Gamel was doing here. Now completely gets thrown into the pit. There's nothing much he can really do about it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a listen into our drivers here and see how they're handling, how they're facing the challenges up ahead of themselves. Going to be interesting to hear and see most of them here. We'll start off here with Kaufman here in the number 41. Kaufman, you got a copy down there, sir?
I hear you.
Well, you hear us loud. We hear you loud here, sir. Man, you've been making some noise out of the start, but then late into this run, it looked like it went into pit road early. Were you just trying to strategize above all else with these guys?
That was pretty much it. Just trying to get early so I can go do 4-tire stops the rest of the way, but that's all out the window now. So.
Well, now that you got that kind of situated and maybe having a bit of a fuel run to work off from, I mean, what will it take for you and this team to really maybe make one last statement as you come to the final laps of this race?
I'm going to need some luck. That's what it's going to take.
All right. Well, nevertheless, James, I do appreciate your time down there. Best of luck as you get ready to fire him back down here.
Yep, thank you.
Kaufman, ladies and gentlemen, on the line there. Hoping for a bit of a break, hoping for a bit of help here. Take it down now and hear from Dalton McKinney there in the number 46. He's out of pit road. Dalton, do you have the copy, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
He's got the line. Well, up and pit road's here. Sorry, McKinney, didn't even realize you're going in there, buddy.
No, you're good. I can still talk.
All right, so real quick, before we get you out of here and back into pits, you got literally the run of the lifetime at finding out there at Gamel this entire race. Now, everything is completely flopped and changed. How are you going to be able to handle it with this final stretch of the race?
Yeah, probably my chances kind of got hurt there with that caution. I took tires, so I got 2 or 3 laps on these tires. Some other guys got them fresh, so I'm hoping I can hang on for a good finish, but it's going to be tough to win it now. My chances were no caution.
All right, well done. We'll see what happens here. Nevertheless, best of luck as we get you back in here.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Dalton McKinney, ladies and gentlemen, trying for one last little bit and last one little dip here. Ryan Gamel right now, currently, I probably presume not too happy of a camper here, but he is with us now on the line here. Ryan, man, I know right now currently you're looking for that lap back and looking for some help here, but man, did you have some speed and some power to put up on these boys earlier?
Yeah, I was in a pretty good spot there until I screwed up. Just got a commitment cone violation on that last green flag pit, so kind of made my bed now. Got to sleep in it. See what we can do here.
If you're able to find a way to kind of not only clean that bed up and get everything situated out in this truck, do you think this truck has one last little leg to push up on and take these guys' control?
Yeah, I think so. Fuel's going to come into play. I mean, all those guys pitted there, and I still don't think any of them can make it. So it's going to be tight. Another caution would certainly do me a favor, so we'll see if I can get it.
for sure there. Ryan, thank you so much for your time down there.
Thank you.
Ryan Gamel there, ladies and gentlemen, on the line. Well, there is only so much time we have left to run out with these fields here in this driver's set as the field is in pit road. We were going to bring in Stephen Page, but I don't think we're going to have time here to talk with him. Yeah, I think that will be the end of our call session for a minute here. Nevertheless, still the field ready to rocket them out and ready to set them back up. Nicholas Warner, the 307, he's been fast all day, but again, you heard Gamel there a minute ago. He said flat out, I don't think these guys have enough fuel to make it through the end of this one. They went for about 33 or 34 laps in before they had to go into pit road. Those that went on lap 100, they're going to be pressured and putting a lot on the line here. The stretch is up and the fight is away. Through corner number 3 to turn number 4. Atlanta here is about to send our drivers back to the line and back to the green. Green up in the air as we hit the FEG PC Custom restart zone. Well, it's no surprise Warner gets a good start out of the gate. Dalton McKinney said earlier just a minute ago, I'm hoping for another caution, so I may have a chance there. Gamel right now looking to try to out-strategize the entire field after his pit stops, after his move there. Feels he may have blinked too quick and may have made his own mistake as he made his bet too quickly. Coming right on around, Bledsoe going to call it a day here. The truck 2 damaged up, will not be able to continue on. So his day is done and over with here right now. Wally Babb and Chad Ross going head to head here. Both drivers side by side right now, battling hard for position. Babb trying to get into the 4th spot, looking to make a move around Ross down to the cross of the intersection there. Hagen as well right in that mix. He's going head to head with Stephen Page down in the field. Some heavy hitters right now trying, and I mean desperately trying to get some luck and some help. With Bledsoe bringing out that caution, that reverted the field back in, almost revitalized them, re-energized them just a little, I think. But now comes the ultimate and daring task, I say, of trying to work everything into the mix with 31 laps remaining. Now down the inside, here comes Gamel, the number 6 V-Speed, trying to put that V6 into a V8. He's got momentum, and he's got a lot of kick, but he's still not able to get it around Wally Babb in that 99. Not yet, anyway. Needs all the help he can get. Currently, the drivers that went in extremely late are lap 100 for Ratke, McKinney, and Babb. Gamel on lap 92 right now. Chad Ross, Kaufman as well. They're all on lap 100. And then Eric Parks, the other one that's on lap 100, but he's further back in the field. So my guess is he's probably trying to save the fuel run a little bit at this point. Doesn't want to try to race it out with these guys. Now Ratke earlier on got into Warner there, down through turn number 3 and turn number 4. Makes you kind of wonder, will we see a similar situation where Ratke gets it right up near Warner and makes him just kind of think about it? Maybe trying to play the old intimidator move. Field running them right off on the ground here. Everybody is just looking so smooth, collective here. Level Motorsports saying, let's go. They want to see their boys bring it home today. Well, right now, currently, that might be a good plan of attack, good little opening to work with, but it's still a long way to go. 26 laps to go in this one. Field's trying to drive its right around right now, currently passing him off. Gamel pulling back out into pit road, and again, he's now going to be a complete lap down once more. And again, I don't blame him for going in. He had to get something figured out. My ultimate question is he going to have enough time to make the most of his situation? It's a bad situation to be had, but again, it may be enough. Going to pit road, only taking what he needs to, and then getting out quickly to drive this thing back on down. Kaufman right now, right there with Ross. Bab also in the mix, just trying to hang down a little bit and lay low. FEG says he got black flag. Let's say pit exit for Hagan. So Hagan, unfortunately, not going to be getting himself out of this mess a little bit. Well, if he is black flag, though, it looks like he's still going to try to run it out with these boys. I don't know if that's just from earlier on their FEG or if that was literally from later out. I presume it was earlier. I presume it was probably something earlier on, if I had to guess. Either that or he really just does not care at this point. Chad Ross right now trying to move his way up to James Kaufman. We heard Kaufman say earlier, I just need to get lucky here. Says he wants to get a break. Well, he could get a break here. There's only a couple laps remaining. Wide about the 99 threat level Midnight Motorsports camp right now, trying to hold on. And again, this is the same situation really he fell into last time, which was in Michigan. Him and Racky going wall to wall to the door, and the tires and everything else, but he would fall victim to his own demise, his own fate, if you will. He does not want a repeat of that. If you guys haven't already as well here, be sure to check out our Facebook and YouTube here, and like and follow and subscribe here as well. We do also ask if you guys could check out our good friends over at FEGCustomPC.com to get your guys yourselves the best custom PC, major style. It's worth the bank, it's worth your buck. They always work with your needs, but the best PC is the right price. Check them out down there. Warner right now got about a 2-second lead over the field, but again, he went on lap 96 for pit stops. I don't think it's going to be enough fuel to get him through this race. Racky right now is buying himself some time. He went on lap 100. But Bab, though, well, it looks like he's not really buying himself time anymore. He's had enough with Racky. He's going to the inside, and there goes the Extreme Sim Racing 99. TLM machine trying to put some Moza power up to the charge and onto the barge. Kaufman right behind him. The Army camp trying to also work its way through. The Army Rat wants to make some maneuvers and make some runs. The T3, number 41. Kaufman Farms trying to hang in there. 18 laps left to go. Warner knows this goose is kind of cooked if he does not figure something out. I mean, if I was him right now, I'd just say hope for the best and race this race out. If it all else fails, then it will be what it is. Kaufman and Bab right now having such a great war and such a great fight out. Running him down off the edge there, Bab. Currently just trying to hope for the break and hope for the best that he can because he knows he's not in a good spot here. See the gap Warner has put on this entire field, even getting around Dalton McKinney yet again. He is kicking the speed up and he's kicked the power up, but again, that fuel run is just so protective, so damaging on what he's trying to do and what he's trying to bring to the table. It really hinders and really throws himself back into a bind there. Wyatt Babb, Jeff Radke, all in that mix and all in that fight. No driver giving up yet. Babb looking to hold on, trying to get the Extreme Sim Racing 99 right there to the 8. And maybe make one last dash, one last move off to catch Kaufman, but I think he may have overdone himself and oversold it. With a mere 13 laps remaining. This field of drivers right now currently separating each other out further and further as they go. Ryan Gamel again was trying to find the perfect line, find the perfect strategy, but as he even would tell you, he was overshadowed and overdid himself. Lying down to the gap, Scamell right now looking to just get every ounce of power left underneath him. Gonna hard run it right off to Ratke in the number 8. 10 laps remain. Nicholas Warner, the 307 right now, right in the lead with 10 to go. Again, I just don't know if he's got enough. I don't think he does. Oh, that just answered my question. He's at pit road. Kaufman now with an opportunity to strike big while the iron's hot. But again, even he is a little short on lap fuel. If Warner go in at like 96 and Kaufman was in 100, that could mean trouble. Warner right now in pit road immediately, and he's taking fuel. And he's taking tires. I don't know about this strategy here with that 307. He's taking all 4 tire sets there. Bit of an interesting maneuver. The 27 David Barnes going right underneath with the 11 there as Osborne as well. Jeremy Osborne, the 11 right now, just kind of maneuvering through. Gapped up off the number 8 of Ratke. And the 27 of Barnes right now, right underneath him, looking to get his speed and power back onto the grill bits. The truck tearing up everything on that speed and on that boost there. Kaufman, he's gone to pit road. Radke, gonna be our new leader. Kaufman going in later than them as well, but Radke again is on lap 100 tires and fuel, and so is Babb and Ross, as well as Parks. That to me tells me this could outmaster strategy and outdo their maneuvering. And Gabel, there's the reason why he's running so darn aggressively right now. Chad Ross right now, he can hear them clutching that truck in. They're trying to save the fuel. Radke knows how many laps is left. 6 to go. Interesting enough, he's not clutching. He's not clutching. He's going to keep the fuel line cells up and running. I think he's really going to try to push his luck here with that number 8. I think he may have saved the fuel earlier. You can hear Parks. He's trying to save up that fuel. The 73 boarded up. Wooden trade the 73 right now. At this point, just trying to hold on. Babb yet again realizing he's going to have to lay another position back behind Radke again 2 nights in a row. 5 laps left to go. Ross trying desperately to build whatever he can left up into this position. Again, you hear him clutching. That's him trying to stop the engine so that way the fuel cells are not engaging any more fuel into the truck, into the mission. He wants to try to save up as much as possible as he can. Let the fuel run work in its favor and work as well as it can. It's a very tough maneuver and it's a very tough strategy to do. Ross now, getting right ahead. Radke, wait a minute, Radke. I think he might have ran out of fuel. Radke, I don't think he realized what he had at stake here. Chad Ross now moving his way across the chains. We got a new leader. The tide has turned and the tables have completely flipped on their head. 2 to go. Ross clutching. And I mean clutching every ounce of that truck as much as possible here. What an unbelievable maneuver there, Radke. Thought he was going to be able to hold this thing out. He's going to try to drag it into the ground. Ross hoping for a bit of a break here. Will he be able to do it? We're going to the white flag this time on by. Dirty Mo Media number 38 looking for the final one. White out for the 38. One last fuel stop. Babb hoping Ross runs out. 2 more turns to go. Chad Ross, the Dirty Mo Media number 38, Silverado, clutching it in through turn number 3. And at last, through turn number 4, Chad Ross is going to tame this one today in Atlanta. Checkers are out, and what a race victory for the number 38 Dirty Mo Media Silverado Chevrolet of Chad Ross. Having to not only hold on and put the pressure down, but he did something a little bit more than that. He put everything on the line just for this final leg of the race. What a performance. I think he's going to try to save it to where at least he can do some burnouts for us. Or he's just going to park it on the front stretch. Up to him, really. See if he gets some burnouts going for that 38. I think he's just going to park it. Yep, he's going to park it. He'll park it down there in the top spot of victory lane. Give the fans something to cheer and something to wait. Ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Chad Ross. Oh, my. Here's your final results. Here's presented by FEG PC. Chad Ross wins this one out on a fuel run. Wally Babb going second. And Eric Parks managing to hold off for third. Nicholas Warner goes fourth. Egan getting back into the top five. Ratke will have to settle for sixth. Dalton McKinney going to go seventh, eighth to David Barnes, ninth to Ryan Gamel. And Corey Stahl rounds out top 10. FEG loves what they see. Says a darn good race, fellas. Indeed, indeed. All right, race fans. Well, real quick, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break here and get these drivers situated out. When we come back, we'll see you here with the top three. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a quick commercial message.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are now going to talk here with your top three drivers of the day. Eric Parks going to take this one home in the 73 for third. And Eric, congratulations. Hanging on from the line and hanging on down to the drive. You, my friend, had to definitely put some speed and momentum on these boys.
Yeah, that was a tough one there, Dan. We had just enough fuel. I run out coming into one after we took the checkered, so that one come down to the wire on several of us, I think.
It came down the wire, came down to everything you had to the end here. I know, obviously, you've had a lot of hard races and a lot of hard runs here from the get-go, but to bring home another podium and to get this one situated here at Atlanta, I mean, how important was this one for you today?
Oh, very important since the last one turned out so bad. So just glad to get it home clean and come in on the top three.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, nevertheless, though, Eric, as you come away with third, who do you want to thank you for this position today?
I want to thank the Lord above for all he does, and my family and my mom and dad. They're usually watching the broadcast. And Team 3, I think Chad there, he come in one position. So congrats to him, and thank y'all for putting on the broadcast, and Jeff for putting these shows on.
For sure there, Eric, man. Congratulations for bringing this one on home today, buddy.
All right, buddy. Take care. Catch you again.
Catch you again, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Parks, your third-place finisher. Coming away today second, and honestly, probably getting a little redemption here today. The man that pilots the Big 99, Wally Babb, going to go home second. Well, yet again on the show 2 days in a row, but this time around at least, you put somebody that was ahead of you behind you, sir. You had to fight this one out a little at Atlanta.
You're not kidding. That was a little bit more strategy than I wanted. That was a lot of clutching. Dalton shot in there to get some fuel, you know, and I'm glad he didn't say nothing because I might have followed him, but it worked out.
It worked out indeed, and it kept you on your toes throughout the entire bit of this race here. But really, for you, what does it mean to be able to know that you were able to kind of hang on, get this thing into the limelight, and really make some big moves when you had to there?
Oh, I think the best part about this is you seen me pass him on the backstretch right there, didn't you? The man, Radke. I'm just kidding. I love you, Jeff. But this is big in this league. I like it. I finished with 0x, so it should knock me up through there.
Well, and at the end of the day, you're going to be able to bring home a little bit of redemption and a little bit of a limelight. So taking it home in your hometown proud today, Bab. Who do you want to thank you for the second place finish?
Threat level, all them guys, my teammates, Y'all did pretty good tonight. I'm sure you put on a good show. I want to thank Jeff for putting the league on and all the guys out here racing.
For sure there. All right, well, why bad, man? Congratulations for bringing this one on home for a second place finish.
Thanks, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hometown boy himself, Bab, gonna bring it on home for a solid second place today. But ladies and gentlemen, now joining me here on the call, the man that sneaks away with this one in the big 3-8. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 38 of Chevrolet Silverados, Chad Ross. And Chad, well, I think Dirty Mo Mia is going to have a little bit of a talking about this one, sir. You, my friend, taking this one on home and fighting everything you had. What a drive, what a survival rate you had to pull off just to get this one today, bud.
Yeah, it was a tough race, man. I got kind of off sync with everybody, and I thought I was going to have a good strategy going anyway to get probably a top 5. Then that caution came, and I was like, oh man, what am I going to do now? And I knew it was going to be close, and just kept topping off, and then kept saving all I could, and here we are.
Here you are, indeed, making everything work in your favor, work into that limelight here. But I mean, considering everything else that you had to do just to try to stay in control and stay in contention for this win today, I mean, how important was this to really just kind of set a pace and really set the bar up on these guys today?
Man, these guys are hard to beat, man. It's tough to win these things, and I don't think I got one at all last year. So it was good to finally get one in the books early this year, and hopefully we can stack up some more.
We'll see, indeed. Whatever that's Chad, though, you are going to bring home this one today. You know the drill. Who do you want to thank for this position today?
Hey, man, as always, want to thank you for your broadcast. Thanks, Jeff, for putting it on. All my buddies on Team 3, Eric Parks, Stephen Page, Jim Kaufman, John, damn it, of course, I can't remember his last name right now. He's been running with us lately, and I want to say hi to my dad, who could finally be watching me win one.
I think you made Papa proud today, Eric Chad, man. Congratulations bringing this one on home. Big victory for you in this 3-8 team.
Thanks, buddy. Hope to see you again.
We certainly do indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Chad Ross, your winner here at Atlanta. What a day, race fans. What a night it has been here on the show. We certainly hope you've enjoyed it. We appreciate you all tuning in. And again, be sure to visit up our friends at FEGCustomPC.com. Be sure to get yourself the latest and the greatest, and also the best PC at the right price, especially if you want to get into iRacing. You couldn't go any better way. I sign off with this today, race fans, with you all signed in here. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bottom of my heart. See you next time when the green flies high on PT Racing TV.